Like violation.
Violation.
Probably about a year or something, probably some months.
Hopefully not that long, bro. Yeah, hopefully not that long, bro. You know, but he know what the fuck come with this type of shit, bro. It's like, nigga, you try to be the best nigga you can be, but you gotta be that nigga for you and your family, nigga, not the rest of these niggas, bro. Can't none of these niggas, you know what I'm saying, replace that feeling them kids get you.
You know, I was talking to my pops one day, and he told me, Dr. King, he said, riots is just only the voice of the unheard. Speak what you know, not what you learn. From the dust we came, to the dust we shall return. Out in Minnesota where the weather's colder, where whoever can't stand up gets run it over. I pour a glass of Moet for the fallen soldiers. Our journey just began, this shit is far from over. I know life ain't fair, and all the time spent without those kids made them cold, no, his heart ain't there. Scared to look in the mirror, devil pulling them near. Mama calling, but he don't even hear. Shit be hurting my spirit, but when I stop and look at everything, I see the pain in it when he come off his hip. My nigga JB.
How y'all feeling, man? Yeah.
I'ma watch my language as best I can. Love you, mama. Free tone. Do a nigga for less. Double back, wait till them niggas forget. Lost his mind, ain't no getting it back. On the grind, I'm just here for the. On the grind, I'm just here for the year. I'm just here so I don't get fined. Reading all the comments, I figure I hold in mind. Know I got your back, ain't no telling who gon' get mine. City on my back, told them, go get in line. I walk a thin line. Niggas know I'm that, posted with me like a street sign. I'm that, nigga. Y'all know what the going on, RBC. Like I said, my nigga JB.
What's happening?
My nigga JB back in his joint, man.
What's happening, man? We had to do a retake around this.
Had to do a round two, man.
The second one.
Again, my name, you know, RBC, Cordero, Daddy of the Year. You know what most people know me by. I'm Cito, excuse me. My boy, I've been knowing him for 20 plus. I'm gonna let him introduce himself to the people. Go ahead, tell him what name he's from.
It's your boy Jabari, man. They call me JB, but you know, to the corporate world, Jabari Bishop, man. You know, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So I originally bumped into JB as a kid. We Frogtown football. Yes, that's where we first kind of met our foot in the game. That's where I met, bro. Originally, when I first met, bro, he was like right off the bat like an inspiration, just cause I was younger than him. My boy was fast, smart, kind of quiet. You know, I kind of saw myself a little bit similar to that. Not fast. But smart, quiet, somebody that kind of found his way to navigate through a bunch of other stuff that was going on. You know what I'm saying? Outside of him that might have been bigger or different, that seemed bigger. What brought you to Minnesota? Upbringing, family dynamic, what type of stuff,
Well, shit, we moved here in 96. Excuse me. I was 5 years old. We moved here around one of the worst times in the shit America in Chicago. I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
We
moved here, originally from 79th Street, 7753 South Morgan. We moved here, for a better life. I come from a teenage mother. So she had my sister at 15, had me at 18. That's what it was. One of them kids that used to live with Granny. Before we moved to Minnesota, our room was like the dining area.
No. We all grew up. I mean, most Chicagoans.
Yeah, so we Granny house. Like we had a crib, but then before we moved, we lived with my great grandma for a while. My granddaddy, mama, in our room. Me, my mom and my sister. Our shit was like in the dining room, like walkway area. We made that shit into a room, like nigga. You feel me? Like
Fact.
I really come from like the trenches.
Fact.
I remember this shit, bro. Like I remember like the Bulls winning championships and motherfuckers shooting outside and shit.
Right.
My grandma and turkeys on the floor. I remember this shit because one thing I understand, like at 4, 5 years old in Chicago, bro, around this time, bro, you know everything, bro, what's going on. I did.
Yeah.
I can't speak for a lot of other kids, but I know majority. Like I knew what was going on, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's few things that I knew when I was at the age of 5. I'll tell you right now. I knew who the city of Chicago was.
Yeah.
I knew who I was.
Yeah.
I knew who Michael Jordan was.
Right.
I knew who Sade the singer was. And Michael Jordan, my nigga.
Sade the singer.
You hear me?
Crazy.
I'm being real. Any old soul that watch it, listen
Shout
to
out,
like,
shout out to
shout out
Sade.
to Coach Teddy, anybody sing about that boy because of the people I was around. This who
Right.
I knew who this. I knew all that before school. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have a 2-parent household growing up?
No, you ain't listen to. You hear me? I said I could single mother.
Oh
I
damn!
was a
You
teenager, bro. You
did.
said
You
him, bro, you
literally
good?
led with
You
that.
good?
I'm
Hell no.
saying.
Yeah, no, you good. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't have 2 parents.
Hell
So
no.
okay. So your environment shaped the way you kind of think and process a lot of this stuff. And you saying growing up in Chicago, you had to grow up real early, so you were super aware of stuff. That's what kind of gave your intelligence a little
bit.
bit.
There we go. Yes, sir.
Okay, bet.
Now, you with me?
Yeah.
You exactly with me.
I mean, I was born in Chicago,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? But I was raised in Minnesota, and something I can say is similar just in a lot of Midwest cities that, like cities, not suburb areas or
Facts.
country areas.
Facts.
But
Real correction.
everybody tend to like follow similar trends. I won't say they grow up the same.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago faster than most Midwest cities I've ever been
Chicago
to.
is the fastest.
Probably the fastest. Chicago and Detroit. Like by the
Sure.
time them niggas is 9, 10 years old, they, you know, grown men.
Yes.
The girls probably like a little behind, but by the time a little dude is 10 years old,
They grown too.
he might have a gun. You know, like you might gotta watch little bro. You know, but
even that, like even niggas be taking care of their grandmas, hustling. Like
Nah,
they
facts.
do like people
Facts.
like I feel like people like I don't want to get stuck on Chicago because and then I wasn't raised there. I got to spend and see a little bit. I got to taste it. It wasn't even
Yeah.
you know that's just a taste. I ain't gonna flex. I came back a lot, but me actually living, I left when I was 5.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna act like I'm just. But that's where it all started. I remember everything. You
Right.
feel me?
That's the beginning
You know what
of
I'm saying?
your
That's
beginning.
the beginning of. I remember it's like a movie. You know what I'm saying? I
Fact.
remember this shit. I was born in '91. We left in '96.
See?
We came back every damn near weekend and holiday till like I was in 6th, 7th grade.
Yeah.
Then I got involved in other shit. I stopped going, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So that's just what it was. But I love. I'm at heart. I'm St. Paul. I'm from Minnesota. You know.
Yeah.
What
What high school you went to?
So I went to a few high schools for real.
Yeah.
So I went to St. Agnes at first on a sports scholarship.
What?
Yeah, I went.
It's a
there.
private school?
St. Agnes. You never heard of
Because
St.
it
Agnes?
ain't. No, I know.
St. Agnes in the hood, bro.
I know where it's at.
Oh,
It's right on Thomas. Yeah. I live down the street. But I'm saying like,
you know what Thomas.
I didn't know it was a private, public. I just knew it was a uniform
St.
school.
Agnes private school. Always have been a private school. Been there forever. Went there on a sports scholarship. Shout out to Coach Jason. The
Okay.
Jet family. He got me plugged in. Jordan was
Yeah,
there.
you said you spent
All
a
of
lot
us-
of time with Jordan
Yeah, I grew up-
back in the day.
Jalen, but around Jordan too. All
Like
of them.
elementary.
Yeah, because you
time.
know I played football. I met them. And Coach Jason was really like a damn like an uncle coach. Shit, I used to stay night at their house.
Uncle Coach.
Yeah, for real. I'm being real though. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
you know, niggas ain't had no man role model around. So you feel me? Like they was like the first ones to really him, Coach Teddy, some of them coaches, and then like I was around Crenshaw family. Like these was people that were like treating me like family, bro. Cause I moved up here with a single mother. I'm not from here,
Yeah.
so it was just me, gang.
Yeah. Like the community.
I got no
raised.
brothers. Got a few cousins. They in Minneapolis, and then majority of my cousins younger than me. So a lot of shit I had to get out here, bro. But
When it comes to like, cause we did this interview once before, it just didn't go well. So I'm gonna kind of retouch up on some questions that I asked. But when it comes to like manhood, masculinity, because like growing up, bro, you've been kind of one of the more outspoken people I've ever like. You are quiet and reserved, but when it comes to like where you stand. Like, you've been one of the most outspoken people I know on just how you stand, why you stand on it. Like, what gave you that type of perspective coming from not having a father, you know, coming from Chicago, a city where, like, I mean, and I get the Chicago aspect of it. 'Cause I'm from Chicago, so
good,
it's like,
man.
can't go for none type shit. But it's like it's an ignorance when it comes to just having a Chicago,
for sure,
quote unquote mentality versus what you might have.
that's what the outside world gonna look at it.
Yeah.
I know what's really going on there.
Yeah.
Even though I ain't lived there in a long time, because it's still the same place.
Yeah.
The same shit going on now was going on when I was little.
Yeah.
And I knew it. Like, I ain't know everything was going on, but once I was like 10 and still was coming back, I'm like, oh yeah, this, motherfucker will hurt you here 10 times quicker than they will in a lot of other places.
Yeah.
I knew that. You know what I'm saying? And I done been in situations down there where I done got into a fight with a motherfucker. You gotta think I was there for whole summers.
Yeah.
I'm outside. I wasn't sitting in the house. I'm going to cousin's house, mama and them best friend's house.
Yeah, Chicago
I'm outside.
fights is crazy.
So motherfucker don't know you out there. Like, it's different from like people don't know you here. But like when they don't know you in the rack, I ain't gonna lie, they gonna try it.
Yes.
They gonna try. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm outside. So
and we used to be hooping at the courts, and this you think everybody playing 21 just random kids because they playing? No, these little niggas cousins and uncles and brothers, they whole family like.
But the good thing about it was, to pitch back and forth with you, I was never a scary kid, and then I ain't gonna lie, like my family members, actually not really tough as people, but like the type of people I was around, they was with all that.
Right.
So it was like it was gonna be it's finna be that.
You had a lot of women or a lot of males in your family, like
I had a lot of women, but like when I was outside in the city in Chicago, I was around my male cousins.
Yeah.
I went outside with no feet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was outside. That was the only time I was really around males. Any males that was in my life besides in Minnesota, and I got to offer to some other stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like right when you ran into Jason and the Teddies.
And then when it got deeper into the streets, but we'll get to that later.
No. We about to get into that right now. What does the gang culture mean to somebody like you at this age? What, you 33, 34?
33, finna be 34 in a few months.
Okay. Like somebody that grew up representing something, regardless of where you from, how you from there. Right. You know, I know a lot of dudes. Like, when I was in junior high, I used to be GD to the death, nigga 7-4 to the world blow, like something about. And there wasn't never no official get down. You know, it wasn't no jump in. It was more so like I'm from an area where this type of mentality is accepted. I wanted to be accepted as a young boy, and I had a dad at home, and he was a gang member. It's just
that's how it can happen sometimes like that too.
Really, I didn't go to the gang he was in. He snaked. Yeah. I just wanted to fit in somewhere. Like me growing up, I was a little chubbier than a lot of the kids. I was a little taller than a lot of the kids my age. Yeah. You know, so a lot of niggas kind of try to single me out. Right. So like the older kids accepted me, but a lot of the older niggas was, thugging already. So look, you want to be with us, nigga, you gotta do some of the shit we doing. You know what I'm saying? And that was really my angle at it. Early on, I quit doing it because they tried to send me off on some dumb shit. Like, because I'm a young guy, they want me to do the dumb shit. Go steal this. Go slap that nigga. I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to slap nobody. I ain't gonna lie. So like the gang stuff kind of quit early for me. I ain't gonna lie, and I realized early that's just not the type of nigga I am.
Right. You know how many people in gangs that ain't like that, but with me, like the gang culture, what it mean to me, to answer your question, is just like at a time when I was a kid, it was fun. It was like something to laugh and do. But now you get grown. I got children that's teenagers that will be being grown soon in a few years. That shit is just not. It's not where it's at, bro. I'm a grown man. I got kids that's grown. It's like I'm in my 30s, bro. I've been there and done it. I've been hiked up the porch before a lot of people around here that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I learned what I learned from it, and I outgrew that shit. I'm not like, I'm not really with none of that gangbanging shit. That shit is played out. It's real old fashioned to somebody like me that was really born into this and come from that type of environment. No matter what gang or whatever you is, I was born into this, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that shit played out to me.
Do you remember any part of what made you start gangbanging in the first place?
Just, man, really it was just at a time when it was just a thing to do. We grew up in the 90s, bro. That's right after the 80s. Like, for real, no. And you know,
hey, stop saying this shit. Like,
no,
stuff, my bad, mama.
Good, but what it's about is that when I'm saying that, because we grew up in one of the most gang-bangingest cultures times in history.
Drug-infested.
Gang-banging. Blood, Crip, GD, BD, Stone. The 90s, bro, was...
Bro, you know what was saying that.
In the 90s, bro, California, Chicago, Detroit, that's one of the worst times ever, bro. You got to know this stuff statistically. Yeah. We grew up in one of the worst times ever. Yeah. Immediately.
Rodney King.
It's all on the TV. Because that's when it hit. That's when they hit. That's when the government hit it.
Right.
That's when it came. Like, it had hit back then, but it was different. They was really on some culture stuff trying to look out for the community. But the 90s is when it started bang, 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 shoot them up and all that came along. I'm from that era, bro. I was born in that. Yeah. So, I ain't had no dad neither, so it just... You go outside, you looking for that love, and that's where you got the love at for some of us.
Was it something that made you anxious or was it a fear that you just kind of put to the side early on getting into the streets? Because for me, right away, it was a fear. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't like having to hurt nobody just to be a part of niggas' groups. Like, I didn't want to fight nobody and do them. Like, even though, like, I was a good fighter. I'm still to this day a good fighter. But I ain't want to have to hurt nobody to be friends with you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to hurt you. Like, a lot of the times, it was me and you getting into a, you know what I'm saying, situation just so we could shake hands and be friends. And I'm like, bro, I don't think I got to go there with my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
with me, no, it was never no fear thing, bro. I was always into it, so fear was never really a part of nothing, because that's really all I was born into, like, scuffles and that's all I knew, just being honest, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But,
likewise.
It was more with just, I'm telling you, like, I just think it was just me missing that love at home. I had no brothers, no cousins around, bro. I'm the only male around, all females, bro. Yeah. So me getting outside and being around, I went to school with or whatever, and seeing them in the neighborhood, and that's how I went. I'm like, I'm getting some love that I never got, bro. It's like a brother, like, bro, I never had. If I had brothers or cousins, like close, it probably like that was in the household. You know what I'm saying? It probably, who knows? I probably never would have been. Yeah. But I didn't have that. And being that only boy, no man around either.
I can see that for you because you got a real good, like, you already been like a leader yourself.
I always had to bounce off myself. I ain't mean to cut you off. I know some people could bounce off a brother or cousin or something. But I had to bounce off myself because I always had all women around. So it was no coming to the house going to get somebody to like a later stage in my life when my sister baby daddy moved in. He was like a brother to me. That's a whole other story. For a long time, bro, it was no coming to tell nobody shit. It was no coming to get nobody. Yeah. So people, that's why I went hard, because I ain't had nobody to go get. Nigga, I'm coming house planning, hey, tomorrow I'm finna, there's no way. Ooh, niggas, hey, JB coming back home, this old little short dude, he finna figure it out on his own, he finna come turn up. That's how I am. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, in respect, because again, like, from the outside looking in, I can see you needing somebody to direct or keep you in the right direction. Yeah. Not saying you need guidance, but you.
No, I needed guidance I needed more guidance. Somebody always needs some type of guidance. Everybody.
In my opinion, you was the leader that needed somebody to lead.
Facts.
And that was what I was thinking. Facts. Instead of you needing the guidance, you already had the game. You just needed somebody to follow
I
you.
Had nobody.
So you could be the idea for them.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
No.
So the way you've been speaking, as if your mind completely has like altered and changed off of the way you initially saw gang culture, and that's something I'm applaud you on. First off,
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying. Secondly, do you think your children had any? How many kids you got?
I got 7, bro. I just had a newborn baby.
Congratulations, my boy. What's
appreciate that.
Do you mind sharing that name?
You good? Jabril.
Okay.
I give y'all all my kids' names. Mine got my daughter, Jemiah, Jabari, Jason, Kingston, Jabria, Kyle, and Jabril. Kyle.
Oh, I got a Kyle. Okay, man. That's
name though. His name. That's my middle name, and that's my mama and my daddy name put together. But
okay,
so, yeah.
That's what's up. Has having kids softened your perspective up on just life in general, first off, and then secondly, like, your perspective on how you want to carry your legacy, whether it be gangs, whether it be manhood, whether it be business.
Definitely ain't gonna be no damn gangs.
Some niggas do. They raising little locs.
Like, that's some little loser shit.
Yeah, bro. Some niggas is raising little locs and little bloods and shit like that, bro.
That's some loser shit,
bro.
You a loser,
bro.
I don't give a fuck. That's bogus, bro.
Keep your babies away from my babies,
bro. None of my kids gang bang or none of that.
Keep the babies away from mine.
You know what I'm saying? So what did you say again?
They're having the kids change your perspective on all of that, like the family dynamic, the game.
Like I told you last time in the last interview, when I had like my first child, I was 19. Yeah. So of course I was still outside. Like my first 3, it changed it, but at the time not right away.
Right.
But once I got out the joint, like 26, 27. Like my 3rd, 4th child I start, you know what I'm saying? Shit start, I'm like, man, I can't,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but as the years went by and time grew, it is what it is right now. Like, I know what it is. Like, I can't risk it, bro. I got really something to, you know what I'm saying, live for. I got a whole foundation. You know what I'm saying? I'm the man in the family, and not even just my immediate family. My mama, sister, nieces, nephews. Like, I'm the man of the whole family. So it's like, it's a certain way I gotta be. I can't be out here just acting like don't nobody care about a motherfucker. Like, I ain't got nothing to lose, bro.
Yeah.
I got a lot to lose.
We literally just said that. Like, it's a lot of dudes that's out here, and we can't blame them because they never had nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So when they lose it, it don't feel like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, you know, having a weight on your shoulders or having to carry somebody, like, literally, like, some people, my stepdad, when he passed away, he literally couldn't feed himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I had to wipe this man's butt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And losing him felt like a weight because I actually physically had to do the work. You know what I mean? For other people, they lose people because they don't got to do the work. It don't seem, you know what I mean? So I get exactly what you mean. My reason for asking that is because we're going into adulthood, and you know, what type of things do you think? Because you said your first three didn't get the same version of you that you probably putting out today. What do you think is the biggest thing that they might have missed in that earlier time frame, you know, that you probably can control now or couldn't control at the time?
Still time. Time then and time now, because not to get too deep. So I got 4 kids with my wife. I got 3 other kids by 2 different women. So, shit. Not to get off topic, but it's kind of still on topic. Shit, time, but when you got kids with a different person and y'all ain't together in the same household, if y'all ain't on the same page, shit, it's probably gonna always be some type of problems. You know what I'm saying? That's just how this shit goes. It's sad, but
the biggest one is not being having enough time for everybody.
Time. Yeah, time. So you can't be at all them places at once unless all them places at once with you. So
is that available for you where they are able to
it's
be?
It's available, but the way I am and how I raise my children and the way they mothers is, you're just going through so much shit because you got to deal with so many, you know what I'm saying, personalities and characteristics. So, you know what I'm saying, I got this situation going on with my first baby mama, and not, you know, because I don't want to be too, get too deep in it, with her and this and that and her, you know, and then I got my other second baby mama, got this going on with her, and then me and my wife and my 4 kids. So, it's like, it's a lose-lose situation with that shit. So I advise any young boys out there, anybody that don't got no children, man, the best advice I can give y'all, no lies, to try to have all your children by one person. Like, I don't care how good it sound, I don't care what y'all going through. Man, once you have that child with that one, you trying to have more, I ain't gonna lie. Man, you might as well just go ahead and just keep trying to have kids with that same one person if you want just a little more peace. I'm not saying it's gonna be way better, but man,
I always encourage kids to like stay with their girl. You don't want a stepdad raising your son or daughter and then putting different perspectives in that mom's or daughter or son's head. And now you gotta raise yourself and your children with 4 different perspectives challenging yours. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the hardest things I've had to go through as a father too. So like I really wanted to ask that question. The next topic I wanted to get off on to kind of break away from this is you was modeling for a while, right? You was doing some fat headshots.
It wasn't that long though, but yeah, for a little second.
Okay, you want to tell us kind of what happened with that? Because I seen you doing it for a while, taking pictures, and they was dope, by the way. You know, you always
my shit was going viral. I was getting $7,000-$8,000 likes on. I mean, yeah.
He said $8,000.
I'm thinking about money, but I'm thinking about money, boy. But you know what I mean, though, like 8,000 likes and shit. You know what I'm saying? 4,000 likes. Like I was getting thousands of likes on my pictures, no Diddy. But shit, they was on some Diddy shit. Put it that way. That's all it was.
No. What started the modeling shit? Like, how did you start getting likes? Was you advertising? Was you pushing?
No, so what I just always get a lot of likes on my pictures, and then shit, I took a photo shoot before, put them on Facebook, on my fan page, and them motherfuckers was going crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't never been a nigga to get no crazy social media likes or attention. So like when niggas get that, I do kind of hate a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
It's cool,
a little bit.
I'm just blessed that I'm him in real life. So I always got that attention in real life. It's fun when you can have it on there because some niggas be famous on the internet, but not like I'm him. I was always him off the internet or on the internet. So it's like me. I look at it like the internet cool, bro, but that shit ain't nothing, bro.
Yeah,
that ain't nothing to be. No type of jealousy.
It ain't nothing to brag.
To me, in my opinion, bro. Because I know it's foo-foo, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of them people ain't, man, just because they lit on the internet don't mean it's a real world and that is not real.
Facts. I mean, I don't live on the internet.
I know what you mean.
I don't live for comments. It's just like, you know.
I don't think. I'm gonna say one more thing. I have to cut you off. So sorry. I don't take people on the internet serious, bro. Them people are made up people behind these phones. Bro.
Facts.
So I be like, it's good if you're doing something good for yourself than that. But on some other stuff, like, bro, the internet is fake, bro. It's not real. That's not a real place.
Facts. I think me being me, knowing people in real life and how real life go, when you do certain things in life, you just want to get rewarded for it. For sure. And I think the reward today seemed like a social media accolade. And in a small sense, I know a lot of people that look for them as validation. It ain't that it validate me. It's just that when certain niggas get it, not saying you, even though I did hate it a little bit when you but funny. I got to, bro. Like, when niggas I know get a certain type of attention because I was good at something, it's like I know what that attention feel like, and I just miss it a little bit. So that make me hate that person. Just not hate that person, but hate on that attention. Just that much. Because I know how I feel. I know you get what you want when you in them times. You know, you get who you want when you in them times. And I miss having that type of spotlight. Shit, I was that nigga for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, nigga, in real life.
Good and bad. And social media, man, that spotlight ain't shit.
Facts.
That shit foo-foo, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That shit don't mean nothing. Go fuck. Excuse my language. I'm so sorry. No, I got so deep now. Let me get out my feelings. Get out my feelings. Bro, got me out my feelings. But it don't mean nothing to me. It's like, it's not real.
Nah.
I don't care if I was popping on there or not, because I know who I am in real life.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Nah,
but I know what you're saying. Because that's how a lot of people look at it. But like, I'm him.
Yeah.
Regardless what this internet talking about.
And it don't make me.
No, it don't make me.
And I live with that every day.
Yeah. And I think another reason why I'm popular on the internet is because I'm popular in real life. Yeah. So it's like a lot of people, you know. I know a lot of people on the internet. I really know, like, bro, especially on Facebook. Like, my IG, it was popping. I had to make a new one. But on my Facebook, bro, I literally be going through my shit, deleting people, and I'll be trying to find who I know. And I literally be knowing off thousands of these people. I'm like, this shit is really, like, I'm really one of the people that know thousands of people. Not even trying to, like, and not even just in Minnesota. Like, I just know a lot of people, bro.
What's one of your favorite places to travel?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a stuck on California type nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just stuck. Till I go out the country or see something, I ain't gonna lie, I love LA. I can't even lie. That shit, like, when I land there, I be feeling like that's home, and that ain't even my real home, but I be feeling like it is. I love LA.
I'm glad you brought up LA.
Yeah, I love LA, my nigga. I love LA. Not even on no gangbanging shit, though, bro.
Nah, facts.
Yeah, not even on no gangbanging shit. I just love LA, bro.
I was about to bring it back to the modeling. You spoke on LA, and so when you were in your modeling, first off, I got two questions, and I want you to kind of answer. First off, in the middle of your modeling career, you ended up getting shot in the face.
After I was done, like, kind of, like after I was done.
From my perspective, because I'm just on the internet, internet shit be fake. It looked like it was right dead in the middle of your shit. I'm like, damn, they fucking up, messing up my boy.
I was already done with that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, I was done with
okay, so that's the first question. You can answer it on your own leisure. The second one is, you said something about LA and Diddy.
Yeah, no Diddy.
Man,
no Diddy.
I just want to, touch on that real quick.
But no, I remember I told you though, no Diddy though. When I was motherfucking on modeling and shit was popping, and then I was connected with somebody that was going, give me. I thought it was gonna be all A1, and motherfucker got on some Diddy shit. I ain't gonna put that.
Was he a gay dude?
They got on some freaky.
Or was he in the LGBT community?
Yeah, because you don't never want to say that. I call them transmissions. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, my dad called him bulldog. Bulldozer.
But no, I'm just playing though. But no, for real though, he was on some other stuff that I don't rock with. You feel me? So I had to turn it. I'm like, I ain't fucking with it.
How did you meet the guy in the first place?
Internet, bro. You ain't meet him in person or no shit like that.
Nah,
Internet
facts.
And just I told you about my Facebook was going. Why, bro? Go on my fan page, Jabari Bishop on Facebook, bro. I had thousands of likes on pictures, bro. My shit was doing numbers, bro.
Was they liking your more like classy look with the suits and stuff, or was they liking
all my pictures, professional pictures and regular pictures?
Okay.
Well,
that one picture just started sending everything up.
Yeah, but then that's when I realized like the world really different, because there was a lot of dudes liking my shit. I'm like, that shit wild.
Oh yeah, nah.
But I learned from that shit.
Oh yeah,
nah. I learned from that shit, bro. I'm like, the perfection I was trying to do.
It matter though for you who like it?
Let me listen. Let me game. It don't, because at the end of the day, like, who am I? But I don't like it, and I know I'm taking pictures, or somebody gonna probably like my face. You gotta be a business, like, bro. I'm a grown man, bro. So I know what I do. I don't, so I ain't gotta do none of that. But of course somebody gonna like, cause people out here that like people like somebody, and they gonna, you know what I'm saying? So I understand, but that just wasn't my thing, cause it's like it just wasn't for me, bro. I tried it and I'm like, I don't like this, cause and I'm really from the slums, and they gonna make me,
Yeah,
so
out of character.
Yeah. So I left that alone. I'm like, I'm gonna just stick to taking a picture here and there on a book.
Do you feel like to get into Hollywood, you have to insert yourself in something that is similar to like selling your soul?
People got something going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't put it on everybody, but they wicked, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wicked, bro. They wicked.
You're not the first person that I heard that from. You definitely not the last. I got a homeboy that played overseas basketball. I'm not gonna say his name just because he watched my pod and that's my boy. But he said that he went to a couple not Hollywood, because I don't know if they were in Hollywood, but entertainment parties and stuff like that. Yeah. And that stuff happened all the time. He wasn't saying like everybody's aware of it either. He's saying like people do stuff behind the scenes to get certain people attention and to get them out their body.
Man,
and it might affect the whole party just because they trying to get that one person. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The shit that dude was asking me, bro, I wanted to punch him in his face. With his own phone.
Right.
I ain't gonna get him to that, but I'm like, are you serious? He like, what? Yeah, but yeah, that shit wild, bro.
So
I never sell my soul. Never do no kinky. Never. It ain't never that serious.
What's your the shot in the face? I only got a couple questions.
For sure.
Because I don't want to get too deep in that. Did you ever figure out who did it?
I mean, kinda not. I be feeling like that shit don't even matter. You know what I'm saying, bro? Just because, like, shit, when you in the streets, you do shit happen to you.
Yeah.
Either you gonna keep doing shit, you gonna do something to somebody, or you ain't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the time when it first happened, I ain't know who did it, but down the road, you got, like, a lot of people said they did it to me, bro. Like, 5 people said they shot me. You know what I'm saying?
Was they trying to, like antagonize?
A lot of people just trying to claim they shot me, you know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, I never got to see who really did it. Like, look and see, like, no, that ain't how it even, that ain't even how it went. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so, never really, like, to be honest with you, I don't really know who shot me. It's just people that say they shot me, and I might have felt more of this person than did it than the other person. But 5 people said they shot me, bro. Like, it's 5 people around here basically saying they shot me, bro. Like, 5 different names I done heard in the streets. But while I was telling you that, like, I'm not saying it's not a good question, but it's like, bro, I'm not even involved in the streets no more. I don't even give a fuck.
Yeah, no, I heard exactly what you said. You either gonna do something or you ain't.
You know what I'm saying?
At this point in my life, I'm probably
I ain't got no point to prove.
Right.
And I ain't gonna incriminate myself on here anyway, but I ain't out here like, I ain't out here on that no more. I done threw my rocks and rocks done got through at me. I'm still alive, breathing. So I'm straight. I can wake up and live with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I done won more battles than I done lost anyway, so I'm straight. I got a winning record. I done lost some, but I'm good.
Is there any long-term effects that you have to deal with because of the aftermath for what?
I mean, heck yeah, bro. The bullet's still in me. I gotta have headaches. I like shots on my teeth in the back. Like, yeah.
Are you missing any teeth on the side?
In the back, yeah. In the back, hell yeah. In the back, in the way back.
So it's hard to chew on that side and shit?
No. Like, in the way back, I still got, like, teeth in the back. But, like, one of my teeth in the way back is gone.
Oh, okay.
But I'm finna get all that shit fixed, though. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
On me.
Nah, I mean, the reason why I asked is just because, like, like, the last part.
That's another thing. That shit expensive, bro. I got shot in my face, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, boy. My motherfucking medical bills was high as fuck, boy.
Did they have to do surgery to make you look
boy,
good?
I had a bone, boy. I had my motherfucking bone, man. That shit was fucked up, bro. Like, when I first got shot, you laughing, boy. Your ass ignorant.
You said it so slight, bro.
For real, though. It's all good, ain't you? But my shit was hanging off, nigga. Like the Space Jam. You good, gang. I don't trip off that shit, bro.
They
had my shit hanging out looking like one of the Space Jam dudes when that shit was ripped off, gang. They had to scratch my shit back on. And the inside, though.
Okay.
It didn't look that bad on the outside, but the inside, that bullet didn't work. It came over here, bro, and then came down over here, bro. Like some type, like in my lung type, bro. Yeah.
So did it damage your like lungs or anything?
That's what
breathing tubes or anything?
No, I ain't do none of that. That's why I'm blessed. I'm happy it didn't.
My last point is reason and even bringing that up is because when I had a traumatic incident happen to me, I never been shot.
Mm-hmm.
I've been jumped by like 10 niggas one time. And that was the closest I can get to it. And bro, I ain't gonna lie, I have like flashbacks. Like I can't sleep at certain I gotta make sure everything locked, nigga. I got a gun license now, nigga. Making sure the motherfucker with me all safety. What you talking about? I got kids. I'm not free to go like that no more, nigga. Niggas broke into my crib while I was asleep 3 a.m. and tried to do me dirty. Luckily they ain't stumped my dumb ass out. You know what I'm saying? But is there anything that kind of like stayed with you because of that moment that you, like, because you don't necessarily know who did it and you wasn't really doing anything to cause it in the moment?
Right.
Is there anything that stayed with you because of some shit like that? Stuff like that.
I just got PTSD, man. I was already paranoid. When you in the streets, you always gotta look over your shoulder anyway.
Yeah.
But just PTSD. You know what I'm saying? That's like the most. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't have no nightmares or nothing like that. It was a nightmare that day, but I got through it. It's just PTSD. 4th of July, little pops in here, there, you might jump, little noise here and there, you feel me? Stuff like that.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, personally, like, I couldn't even imagine. I ain't gonna lie. In the face,
I ain't gonna lie.
I would never sleep again.
I ain't gonna lie. It was a crazy situation, man. The crazy situation shit. I thought they shot me in my head, like my temple. I'm like, cause when they shot me in my head, got the spin and I blacked out. I got the praying. I'm like, man, I hope I ain't get shot in my brain.
Yeah.
At the time they first shot me, like I felt it in my face, but I'm like, I blacked out, bro, and I hear this noise. I'm like, what the fuck?
Just ringing.
I'm hearing my heart, yeah, it's ringing, but it's black. I'm like, bro, I hope I ain't finna die. I got the praying, you know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing it, they steady shoot. Whole time, steady shoot, bro. I'm like, damn, they ass trying to kill me.
Yeah.
But I'm blessed I made up that situation, you know, and that's another reason I know I got a purpose of being here, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I prayed. I feel like I died because my man told me so. When they shot me, I was slumped in the car like this. My man thought I was dead at first, so he came around the car, and then shit. So when I got done praying, he said I gasped for air, and that's why I know I'm like, bro, I was knocked out past, but I feel like it was deeper than that. It was like a spiritual moment for me though, bro. I promise you, bro. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
For sure. It was a real spiritual moment for me.
Your soul left and came back like not
really
right
feel.
now.
That's how I really feel, bro.
That's crazy.
And I already believe in that and into that. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, that's how it really happened, bro. Anybody that's watching it, my brother Ice G, he was right there with me. He'll tell you that's how it happened. But yeah.
Is there what's your thoughts on like or what is your relationships nowadays? Because I know you did some promotional stuff back in the day, right?
Kind of.
What's your relationships now with like club owners downtown Minneapolis, like stuff like that? Just the nightlife.
Well, yeah, I ain't do promo. I used to just be in the club because my homies, used to rap, and entertainment, GMA. So I used to be in the club with them.
Right.
That was it though. I ain't never do promo, but it used to be fun. I used to be in there like every week. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple years I was in the club every week. That's why I don't even touch them mugs now. You get tired, I'd be a damn fool if I was still in the clubs right now.
Yeah.
And I ain't knocking nobody, but I get tired of seeing the same people and not doing nothing in my life. That shit got tiring.
Yeah.
I'm after stuff, so I don't go to clubs. I don't go to clubs at all, bro.
Are you building up right now any type of clothing lines or fashion labels to kind of add to your fashion or your modeling career?
Yeah,
and you
so
just
man, make sure you put my ad on here too, man. Y'all can go follow Crabby Bears. Crabby Bears, that's my overseas basketball team. I'm the owner. It's part of the TEBA League, TEBA League on IG, big platform in Thailand. We'll be coming this on fall. And I also own the St. Paul Bears sports team. That's on indoor football team that'll be coming to y'all. We're gonna be playing in Burnsville because that's where we got our venue at. But yeah, that's
I just added that on there because I'm definitely gonna add that.
Check me out on Facebook and IG for St. Paul Bears, and then y'all can check me out on IG for the Crabby Bears and the TEBA League TV, all that, man. Big platform, a nice little overseas league that's coming up though. And I wanted to get my hands on something that's official and at the beginning, cause I'll be into investments, real ones, so Yeah, check it out. That's to my businesses though.
Facts. Did you have anything specific that you got coming with the sports teams, like as far as like media, as far
So I got a media. So I got YouTube right now, man. The St. Paul Bears. So me and you talking about doing the media broadcasting.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I got my game's gonna be broadcast. My first game for the St. Paul Bears, May 24th. We'll be playing the Eau Claire X-Men. And Eau Claire, Wisconsin. They're in a bigger league. You know what I'm saying? We're playing them, and everything official. We're just rolling.
How did your tryouts go? Like, what the talent look like? Who's the quarterback?
The tryouts was, we had some dogs in there. Some dogs in there, man. It was this young cat named Sage. I forgot his last name, but man, he played D3, but he's so raw, so fast. I'm not good with names, but it was a nice little combine. It was a nice little tryout for sure.
Okay. How do you foresee? Not how do you foresee? What do you hope for the future of your athletic term with your football and basketball team? What are your goals with that?
I'm long term, bro. I'm trying to be around, build my program, but most importantly, bro, give people opportunities around here, bro.
Yeah. Is it a paid league? Are you paying people?
Heck yeah.
Okay, so opportunities get paid.
So my overseas get paid, and then my indoor football team, they don't get paid. But
overseas,
my overseas. So I said the Crabby Bears got an overseas basketball team. My basketball team is overseas.
Got you.
There's
Okay.
a professional basketball team overseas.
That you
called
like
the Crabby Bears, bro.
That you like invest in, or like you're the owner?
I'm the owner.
Where they based out of?
I just told you it's Thailand. Thailand.
I'm sorry, because I might have missed something, so I gotta make sure.
Thailand.
Based out of
Thailand. Thailand, yeah. Let me show you right quick.
Nah, we just gotta make sure we get these facts down. Okay, so Crabby Bears.
What you mean? Make sure you get the facts down. I'm gonna show you. If that's the case, that's my team right here. I own it. We can do it live on it. It's Crabby Bears. It's the team I own. It's my team. I just hired a coach and everything. I'm gonna go to the league. You see, T-Ball League. I'm gonna show you them real quick. I just be having connections. I do shit that people like. You ain't always gotta be loud with shit. I'm the owner, gang.
No.
I'm saying in general. I ain't saying. I'm just saying in general right now. It's the T-Ball League.
So you don't have like.
I own the team. So this
No.
Team.
I got questions about your ownership.
Go ahead, boss.
So are you like a Jerry Jones owner, where like you need to be there and know everything that's going on with your team, or are you just like, I'm gonna pay for it.
Listen.
Y'all niggas get this shit ran and make sure we win it.
No. What it is that I'm the owner, but I'm a part. I'm not there, but I know what's going on.
That's what I'm saying. Are you like Jerry Jones, or you like, I want to know all the day-to-day?
I know everything that's going on. I'm a part of it, but it's in Thailand. I got connections. My coach is black. He's in Asia right now.
That's impressive.
He got a bigger platform, bro. He got a big platform. You know what I'm saying? He got a big old platform. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. Come on, bro. You know your boy legit. I ain't just gonna be out here talking and playing.
When you said it went over my head the first time. That's why I had to run it back. Like, bro, Thailand,
good, bro.
Overseas.
Bro, I just be being low with stuff, bro. It's a lot of opportunities out here for anything. It's the channel right here.
This nigga got the next Jeremy Lin in his league and shit. It's a lot of.
It's not the biggest.
I ain't mad at it,
but it's still a professional league overseas. It's about investment, bro. And you know what I'm saying? And your vision, what you see. I'm just a young investor. That think 10 years from now. Now, 10 years from now, this league could be huge. It could be like any other seas. I'm taking the opportunities that I got right now and investing. You feel me?
What's the average amount of money a player might make in your overseas?
Gotcha, man. I got all that for you. So look, we get to have up to 4 imports. That's from people from overseas. Up to 4 imports. That's for people in the United States.
Gotcha.
So we have four
because
imports
it's in Thailand.
Yeah,
everybody
they just
else
don't like.
Thailand.
That's how they do it. Always, forever since I've been around.
Even Euro leagues like that though.
Yeah. So our pay is anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a month. You get house, hotel, and all that. It's overseas. It's just beginning. You're not. You give people the opportunity, but it's a nice platform. You get to record your games, and you have an opportunity to play at the, the next level. It's just a nice beginning professional stage overseas. That's legit though.
Right.
And I can say,
is it U.S. dollars?
And if no. Oh yeah. No, U.S. dollars for the imports. Yes, U.S. dollars.
Okay.
But the players over there they get paid Thailand out of any money. Yep. So yeah. That's how it is though, but
that's wild.
You gotta do shit that's affordable that you could do and do your due diligence on it. So I know what I got and that I could, what I can make happen. Everybody think life gotta be just a whole big platform. They gotta think you gotta make it to the NFL, NBA. Like it's other things, other businesses that's small that's grow that you still have opportunity. That's how these businesses grow. They started a long time ago. People invested in when they were small and they grew. this is a small business. I got an opportunity because I do research.
It's like Bitcoin.
I be into stuff, and I just seen it. I knew I had an opportunity, and I'm making it. I made it happen.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. That is genius, man.
Thank you, brother.
That's genius.
We gonna work, bro.
I
I'm tell you, I want to work with you. I already told you we gonna work,
that.
bro. Cause I need announcers and bro. We gonna work, bro.
Somebody gonna be broadcasting the online live game. That's hard.
No, it's gonna be an announcer at the game. That's gonna be ran professionally. Right. I'm just saying, like interviews and you know what I'm saying, interviews with some of my players. You know that could be recorded here. And either like probably like within the next few years, I'm gonna go down there because I'm gonna have to check a championship game out sooner or later. I got a squad. We gonna
have y'all won the championship yet?
This is my first year. We got We ain't started yet. We started our game started in October.
Okay.
It's a 2 to 3 month season.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So our game started in October. Now this league, you see, it's been around for 3 years already. Not even that long. I'm saying ran by some brothers in the United States, but they got it going on over there. They got some plugs. You know
if you need some players, I got a soda league is what it's called. I got a homeboy that runs soda league. Shout out Vic, come back.
Yeah.
Vic
already know what I got. Man, you know
shout
I'm
out Vic, man.
Vic know what I got going on. Shout out Vic, man. Yeah, you know I'm tapped in, man. I'm tapped in, like you know what I'm saying, like that skin. Yeah.
Right. So I want to end this interview with if you had to be a superhero, right, like Batman, you know we all got this like equipment belt, right? How full would you say your utility belt would be? I asked a few people this question, and a lot of times I get an answer that like overwhelms me or underwhelms me mostly, honestly. But what you think? Like if you were Batman, you got his utility belt 60%, 50%.
That's like an energy joint, like that one I used to light up.
Yeah. But you know when he got all his tools and shit and stuff on it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like I said, I get different answers from different people.
It just depends, man. Some days I might be lit on 100. Some days I might be on 60, 50.
Yeah.
40.
Yeah.
You know? But majority of them days, I try to be on damn near 75 or better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's all I can really
put
it to you, you know?
I hear you. The reason why I asked that is because we in our 30s, bro. And by this stage, when I was a kid, I used to look at people in their 30s and think that they should have everything figured out
for sure
and together.
No, bro, they ain't how life work.
Yeah, nah. And one of my favorite, Vic, actually, I asked, bro, I said, Vic, you know, based on what you did with your, you know your basketball, you know, program or whatever you did, you know, where you think your school bill was? He was like 40%. I was like, 40? Start scratching my head. I'm like, dang.
Because, bro, when you a businessman yourself, bro. You know you could go harder than what you're going.
Facts.
I know I can go harder than what I'm going. Vic, no, he can. So you gotta be honest with yourself. Who finna say 100? You bogus. You 100. You better be a bill. You better not even a building. You better have some shit going on. You say 100. Cause you just lying to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
I expect more people to come that way. Versus it be more realistic.
No.
You know
That's what I'm saying. I was even being high. I could have took it lower than 60. I was really just trying to be nice to myself and the viewers. You know what I'm saying, bro?
He said I was really trying to be nice.
Bro, motherfucker have a day high. Motherfucker have a day it'd be 22%.
Facts.
-5. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know?
Facts.
So shit.
Ain't nobody perfect, and one thing I can say is, bro, it's always been a steady, continuous progression with you that I've always seen from the outside looking in. Like I said, we ain't never been always the closest, but I hope to grow that relationship closer than some of the people that I grew up with and keep them good relationships with, bro. So it's been a pleasure.
I appreciate you, bro.
Facts, bro. And the university, we out.
We gonna lock in, man.
My boy JB.
I go check out the St. Paul Bears, Crabby Bears, man. Facebook and IG, man.
Yeah, what's the football?
Tissue, man. St. Paul Bears, man. On Facebook now we standing together. Crabby Bears on IG.
Are we in this endeavor? I know God looking at us. I know God looking at us.
Official tissue.
We can't tear up our community that our mothers and fathers helped build. We can't recover from that pain that we went through over the years. We can't hide our frustration through these tears. And without God, we won't overcome our fears. Yes, you are supposed to be here. Look, we just looking for guidance. Used to say safe, but now we say stay violent. Used to be up out the way, but now that shit on my conscience. Can't even watch the news, this shit be making me nauseous. But it ain't the right way. It'll be okay. Look, We just looking for guidance. Used to say safe, but now we say stay violent. Used to be up out the way, but now that shit on my conscience. Can't even watch the news, this shit be making me nauseous.